All right, I think a lot of you are still mad at me, and I got to tell you, I feel vulnerable, especially coming in today after being out yesterday. Let's just say apparently I was not missed. Casey in New Orleans writes, so they finally fired your fat ass. Really? Alexis via Time Warner, the chubby chump's been chucked. Yippee! No more negative Trump bashing from this broadcast fake with the fake hair and the fat neck and the time off to atone for your sins and maybe eat a salad. Hurtful, Alexis. As I told you before, the camera adds 50 pounds. I know a number of people who've met me in person would tell you otherwise, but I don't want you to believe that. TK, the AOL odd Cavuto, out only a day after calling out our president. Mr. Never Trumper is never more. Ain't karma something, Tubby? Yeah, because Tubby's still here. So I can imagine some of you are a bit disappointed, but really all because of this. I know they say you have to keep your friends close and your enemies closer, but that doesn't mean criticize your friends and give your enemies cover. Mr. President, that doesn't mean you need to constantly praise us, but on foreign soil at least, you might consider praising our enemies less. You say you want to drain the swamp, then may I suggest you stop throwing the mud, or at least save it for leaders who are dirty, and not those who simply deserve better for having the temerity of pointing it out. Tony in Rochester, New York. So even after the president explains his error, you're still not buying it, lunkhead? No, I'm not, Tony, because with Vladimir Putin, he was very, very clear.
My people came to me, Dan Coates came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be. I have great confidence in my intelligence people, but I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today.
You see, that's what struck me. Not one word, all those words, all the fawning. But I guess it was my immediate reaction on FBN, which if you don't get, you should demand, that prompted the real rage.
This is the time and the place for the president to look Putin squarely in the eye and said, you will be punished for what you did in 2016 and don't ever think about doing that again.
But he didn't. And that's what made it disgusting. That's what made his performance disgusting. I'm sorry, it's just the only way I feel. It's not a right or left thing to me. It's just wrong. A U.S. president on foreign soil talking to our biggest enemy or adversary or competitor, I don't know how we define them these days, is essentially letting the guy get away with this and not even, offering a mild criticism. That sets us back a lot. Gene via SBC. You know what's disgusting, Cavuto? You! Tinder via Yahoo. Look up disgusting in the dictionary, and there is a picture of you. I did look it up in the dictionary, Tinder, and there is no such picture. That is fake news. Kevin emails, disgusting is watching you talk. Disgusting is watching you live. And by the way, disgusting is watching a guy who's so fat. Here we go again. The only reason some of his viewers stick around is to see him croak on live TV. Really? P.S. This is the shocker. I'm disgusted with you. Oh, really, Kevin? I couldn't tell. Amy via Twitter, how quickly your base turns on you for actually speaking the truth. It's what I deal with, Amy. It's what I deal with. Judith via Verizon, thank God there are a few honorable and honest people on FBN, but you are not among them. You are disgusting, not President Trump. I thought that was shaping up to be a compliment, a positive email. Apparently not. Clyde via ATT.net. Are you on a suicide mission, Fatso? Here we go again. Who do you think butters all that bread you stacked on your Fox plate? Let me look at it. I have no idea. It's Trump, chump. Now pack up your ring-dings and leave, Steve. Oh, I see what you're kind of doing here. Unless you're going for the rhyming thing, it's Neil, then in that case, it's very snide, Clyde. But you did hurt my feelings, especially with the chump thing. The fat thing, sadly, I've gotten used to that. I don't know. Omar via MSN, you're a mess to look at, an even bigger mess to hear. You remind me of that character, Fat Bastard in Austin Powers, but he was funny. You're just gross. Well, Omar, then get in my belly. John, love that movie. John in Miami, settle down, Slim. No, you settle down. But thanks for calling me Slim. Carol on Facebook, I used to really like Cavuto, but he's been infected with liberal listeria, diarrhea of the jawbone, as well as the other end. Oh, I see what you... Nancy writes, Cavuto, you're a never-Trumper, and your commentary proved it beyond a doubt. Stick to business news. In other words, shut up already. You shut up already. Terry writes, thank you, Neil Cavuto, and showing bravery by telling the truth about Trump. It was an amazing common sense. I tried. Anyway, Terry in Georgia, Cavuto, you are a disgusting little twerp whose sarcastic, smug, well, know-it-all attitude is an absolute turnoff. My wife tried to tell me some time ago that you were a slimy little weasel, and now I fully agree with her. Whatever I can do to help your marriage, but sorry to hear that. But do appreciate the little comment. So that was very big of you. Jim in Florida, Neil, I'm finished with you. No, Jim, I'm finished with you. Ricky Mills, you're an idiot. No wonder I quit watching you. Oh, really? Then how would you know what I just said? Dawn. I don't know. It's childish. Dawn in Oregon. Neil, why should anybody believe our intelligence officers or agencies over Vladimir Putin? Because Donald Trump did, and now I think says he does. Alex via Gmail. What the hell do you know about dignity? The fact that you have a network TV show is a testament to the fact that America is run by, well, inferior, compromised individuals looking forward to hearing the skeletons in your closet rot in hell. I'm not going to say that. I don't think I'm giving you a Nielsen box just for that. And Brad via Gmail. Neil, you are a big-headed moron, and you, my friend, are a small-minded one. Paul via Gmail. Trump should have been more upfront with Putin. I can see being polite on his first official meeting, but he gave away the farm. John in Williamsburg, Virginia. Was the president forceful enough in telling Putin that Russia meddled in our elections, and a majority of the media and Americans say no? Well, that's all I'm saying here, guys. I understand the need to be friendly, but as Ronald Reagan has shown, that doesn't mean you still can't be forceful. Anthony in Philadelphia. Curious how you love to rant, but you don't love to balance out that rant with guests who might disagree. Well, funny, Anthony, then you must have missed this particular guest on the same show. Do you think the president threw America under the bus?
I think we need to take a step back and ask ourselves, is it good to have conversation with your adversaries? Is it good to have open lines of communications with Russia?
Marcy via Gmail, thank you for bringing in Rand Paul to talk about the Helsinki summit. Senator Paul is a voice of reason. Buddy via SBC, I used to give you a break because of your health issues, cancer, MS, that heart thing, or whatever else God is punishing you with for the moment. But not now. Now I just want you gone, and if that means dead, so be it. Never-Trumpers must never be allowed to infect our world. Sorry, I hope you understand. Well, of course, buddy, you want me dead. I understand. Mikhail emails, Comrade Cavuto, 3 words. Get over yourself. You're not fair. You're not balanced. You're not handsome. In fact, you're not even passingly human. So save the Trump judgments for those qualified to make them. The only reason I'm not saying more is someone told me you've had a lot of health issues. Oh, really? Some health issues? And I don't want to be the one responsible for a drug overdose, but that doesn't mean I can't hope, right? Well, keep hoping, McCall. I want you to listen to what you just said, because it was a lot more than 3 words. And speaking of, Arlene in Waterbury, Connecticut writes, keep dreaming about that Trump interview you will never get now, Cavuto. It is so sad to watch a grown man play out his petty differences with the President of the United States, and all because nothing to do with you. The president wants nothing to do with you. Next time, why don't you ask nicely? Well, Arlene, I have said it before. I will say it again. People don't believe this, but I have zero, zilch, nada interest in interviewing the president. Now, many have, and they've done a great job. He always makes news with each and every one. I have zero interest in adding my name to the list. I'm pretty sure no one at the White House is losing sleep over this, but it's just how I feel, and I just thought again, I should let you know. Besides, it leaves more time for apparently eating, which I do. Anyway, I am not trying to curry favor or disfavor with anyone, just reporting the news for everyone, which is my way of saying, you're welcome, America, even though some of you are blocking. See you tomorrow.